Hey guys, Chung here. In this video, we are going to try out 3 different masks and see how much volume it lessens when you're wearing them, especially when you want to vlog or when you're going outside to do groceries and you want to film yourself a little bit. And yeah, because I do notice there's a lot of people who never worn these masks before, so they don't know like what it actually does or how much volume it can lose or dampen when you're talking. Because I do notice there's still a lot of people outside, like, oh, if they're talking to a friend, suddenly move their mask down to talk to them, or when they're talking on the phone, that they also lower their mask to talk to the phone. So in this video, we're gonna try out and see how much volume it actually lessens. So this first is like a surgical mask that I now daily wear if I go outside. These masks is like a 3-ply and or 3-layer ones, and it has like a metal clip on top. This doesn't really lessen audio much because it does. Maybe it sound, actually I don't feel like it would sound muffled. It's there's just easily your voice still travel easily through it. It doesn't lessen the volume at all. The only thing that you will notice is when you're filming this is breathing through this is a little bit more difficult, and you will have more breathing sound of like inhaling, that you're inhaling through the fabric. So when you're wearing this, also make sure this metal clip on top, that it's bended around your nose. This will hold it in place so it doesn't move down. So I do also notice people not bending this, and then they talking, and then it's suddenly slowly lower it. So that is something you need to do. So bend it so that it keeps covering on your nose. Also, don't wear it like this, because still, if you breathe in through your nose, like, you could still get the virus. So it's wearing like this, pull down over your chin. Make sure it's fully covering your face. The only thing with this is like you're literally breathing, like inhaling through the fabric, but when you're exhaling, it's coming out from the sides here. So yeah, this is something that we are wearing here in Hong Kong, and really helped prevent like that extreme spread. So right now, even though a lot of people might think there's articles saying these masks don't 100% protect you, even though it doesn't 100% protect you, it's still, we can see from statistics that it did the job, or did do the job, especially for Hong Kong. So in Hong Kong, there's no major outbreak there. There's a slow rise, but there's no like extreme outbreak. You might think, oh, Hong Kong is a small country, that's why it's no big outbreak, but that's not true. So one thing with Hong Kong is that Hong Kong actually had like a high-speed rail from Wuhan to Hong Kong, and at the start of the outbreak there was quite a lot of people who traveled from Wuhan to Hong Kong, and it would have been a major outbreak if people didn't just start wearing these masks. And literally, because people were directly scared, directly started to wear these masks, it prevented the whole outbreak. And yeah, that is how Hong Kong actually kept safe. And Hong Kong is a very, very dense area. There's still quite a lot of people walking on the street, and you can see it from the footages that I've shot. And yeah, this wearing this mask does really help prevent it. But also, next to wearing a mask, also wear eyewear. So if there's somebody who's coughing, and just that the spit won't go onto your eyes, because that is another entry point. So wear eyeglasses, wear anything just to cover your face to prevent like getting the virus nor spreading the virus even more. And then we have this N95 mask. This is the much more extreme mask, which they say it prevents like really helps prevents it. But this, I don't suggest you guys to hawk these. So if you can get it, of course, maybe buy some, but don't hawk them. Don't like buy major bulks, because these are the ones that's like nurses and doctors really need to have. So these are the ones that they would need to wear to really help them prevent getting the virus. Also a little bit more difficult to wear. So this one really need to, because the rubber straps are really, it feels really small, but okay. It's a little bit more difficult to wear. Okay, like this. And also it has a metal clip on top to fold around your nose. And this N95, I feel like, and also I can see the audio levels, it be the same as this, but on my own, hearing myself talking, I do feel like it changes your voice a little bit, that it sounds a little bit muffled. However, it shouldn't actually lessen the actual volume. This also doesn't feel really nice to wear for a long period, because it's basically when you're talking and breathing out, the air still circulates inside, so there's no way for it to come out. So you do feel like moisture and heat building up inside of it. And yeah, so this for breathing in is not that bad, because this has like a more proper filter. But yeah, breathing out, you do feel like that it gets really hot. So this I don't really want to wear for too long. But yeah, this, you can hear the volume doesn't change that much. So now to this is a much more extreme of a mask. This is of course more like if you're working at a construction site, but this is one of the masks with like also like proper filters and everything to prevent mold, breathing in mold or any bacteria. So this one do feel like it will yeah, this should change the sound quite a lot, because this is really covering your face, but also it has like some membranes that lets you breathe out from this middle section and breathe in from these two sides. Only thing is I haven't put in like the extra filters on top, because I just want to do this demonstration. But this one, you can use it or reuse it quite a lot, or actually I think 4 times, and then can replace the filters that's on the side here. This one should change the volume, or not even change the volume. I can see the volume, there's a little bit of lowering, but it will change the sound of your voice, that it's actually like you're talking through something. It's like, Luke, I am your father. So this will sound like if you're talking through like something. For me, I can hear like the membrane trembling. I'm not sure how that is being picked up by the audio. I do need to listen to that afterwards. But this definitely is the much more extreme of a mask, and this yeah, is like, it should be still easy to get, but it's very extreme to get this and walk with this on the street. It's a little bit overkill for my taste. So yeah, you can hear the 3 difference of the audio. So also one thing to note, this one is reusable, but these 2 are also kind of reusable. So there are tests done that they have actually steamed like these masks, and they also done like a microscope looking at like how much there's any changes. So you can actually steam these masks, so the like bacteria would die, or the virus would die that's on it, and then dry it out and reuse it, because the steaming actually only lessen like 0.7% of the effectiveness, so it doesn't lessen it that extreme that it is unusable, but it makes it still usable. So these masks you don't really need to buy like extreme bulk, just you can have like some around and then just steam it after each use. N95, I'm not sure if this also was under the steam test because I've only seen the test that it was done with this. But this one, of course, is much more reusable. So yeah, sound-wise, literally from this test, I would say these two you can easily wear and just talk to somebody. You don't need to pull it down, and also talk on the phone. However, this, because you have these filters on the side, is a little bit more difficult to talk with on the phone. But yeah, I do feel like yeah, you can easily still talk and record sound if you're vlogging, if you're filming yourself, if you're doing anything. These actually doesn't lessen the volume that much as you might think. So that is pretty much it about this video. Hope you guys learned something from it, and also make sure to either stay at home, and if you are really need to go out to get some groceries, make sure to wear a mask or anything to just protect yourself from getting the virus. Also to make sure to wear goggles from protecting coming through your eyes. So be safe out there, and love you all, and CD out.